Good morning, good day. This is African Crypto Warlord from Sunnyside, Zambia. Hopefully, if you guys are observant enough, you will hear the goats in the background and maybe some construction trucks driving down the road, which are like a couple hundred meters away. Alright, so let's get into this. So what we monitored yesterday is actually a failure of our daily mean. Okay, so yeah, I was bullish as heck. I mean, there were huge opportunities for scalp the whole of yesterday, right? But this is what was pretty much denying us our mean reversion point to the upside, and that's what we counted for, and that's what we're observing, is that if we close like 90 minutes above this mean, our 90-minute time frame, we'll look for continuation. So that was the whole hunt, right? It just getting nailed, and eventually, like 15 minutes, an hour before close, we push to the downside. So what happens here is another, as I always say, bro, every time I make these streams, I'm wanting to see how far away the price action is from this yellow line. Okay, this yellow line is the daily mean, and from there we can make decisions. So if we're far away from it, either to the upside or to the downside, I know that this is its safety mechanism. I know that it wants to be at this yellow line at any given opportunity it can, because that's where it's going to be most stable, and that's where you can play with percentage returns as to flip them south, as to flip them north. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down on the higher term time frames. We're going to look for positive drift, which should whip this up, because the positive drift was the thing that was keeping this up. Okay, so this is a new weekly open, maybe some good trades in here for the week. Let's see if there's still some more continuation. I'm going to throw us up on Poloniex, and from there we're going to throw up our 5-day distribution cone, just so you guys can see how it actually works when you have enough data. So currently we're trading Binance, but for my long-term data pullbacks, I like to use Poloniex. So let's just go throw up our Poloniex chart real quick. We're going to put it on our 5-day, because that's what the cone's already set on. We're going to make it big. And as you can see, my friends, this is a cone that measures randomness in distribution, or gives levels in which price action can be random at. So when they get to these levels, is it random? No, it's not. Doesn't matter, it's not. So as you can see, came through, broke below our mean reversion in our cone. Right now we've touched number 2 to the downside, level 2 to the downside, and from here we'll look to fail somewhere here or continuate down if we fail up here. Generally what you could say is this cone will also match up with our previous one. It's giving us a little higher targets in order to say that the break to the downside can happen at 3118, you could say, by the time that prints 3118. So I'm perfectly happy with my returns and my distribution cone. Let's cut it down and get into it. Okay, so we're going to start off on the 5-day. Actually, show you the 21-day. I'll show you the returns. So if you guys are still here, this is what we've been waiting for. Okay, so we've had the 21-day close. We've had the 14-day close. We've had the 7-day close. We've had the 5-day close. We've had the 3-day close. We've had the 2-day close. And obviously a 24-hour. All those time frames matched up with each other. Not even 6 hours ago, right? So now for 21 days, we can get new clean signals, be it up or down. Okay, so 21-day time frame, we're going to see how they all slot into each other. So she's still mean reverting strong. She is in her trend to the downside, but this just says that returns are starting to decay from the downside. Okay, so that means negative returns are getting smaller when this line comes up to mean reversion. So the red candles, they get squeezed. Okay, vice versa, if it's the top candles get squeezed and then dump. Okay, so that's mean reversion point. This is pretty much what I'm looking at as total market resolution, right? I've learned this indicator. I was on the wrong side of it a couple months ago, and now I can put full weighting forward to say my 21-day. Usually is very hard to chop out. Okay, so 21 day, I'm still bullish until stated otherwise, at least on my longer term time frames. So from the 21 day below, what I'm going to be looking to do is catch trades in any of these regions. So whilst we were up here, we'd already been demarcating that our 5-day Shannon Entropy has told us that any candle is going to be very hard to just print below here. Okay, now that we're on our second one, yeah, we can get down here. But to actually close it down there, Shannon Entropy says it wants to close like a doji. Just wants, there's a positive drift, it just wants to be bought up, okay? Until stated otherwise. So this is like the inverse of the trend is your friend. This is knowing where the bots and the algos are. So the anti-trend is your number one member, we could say. Okay, so 21 day, 14 day. From here, we're going to start throwing up our ultimate power means. So 14 day is looking like it's also wanting to start to decaying to the downside. We haven't had any red flashes. Those returns have stopped decaying to the downside, but we're still positively correlated, so that's negative drift. Right, so that's the opposite of what saves this market currently. So now we're going to go look for positive drift. And from positive drift, we'll go look for expansion and volatility. Okay, so this is still expanding to the downside. We've caught our trend. We've sort of broken through that trend. Decays can increase. We haven't had our blue flash yet. So this move isn't over on the 7 day, which has just started today. So if our super scalper touches here, which it looks like it could touch there in 7 days time from now, not in this 7 days, if it touches here and breaks through, this market's done. So you might as well start putting orders in really low, 15 cents, 8 cents. That becomes a lottery. It becomes fun. Okay? So, there's mean reversion to the downside, still expanding, but at this current phase, this candle hasn't rushed through. Okay? And given that we've had 1, 2 big down return candles, in order for this trend to continue, it has to make candles bigger than the ones that it's just previously made. So this is the previous one. Has to make another candle about 6 or 7% here. Okay? That's pretty hard. That is pretty hard. Let's not be silly here. Unless this is once every 4 years or some silly nonsense like that where the market can dump through, sure, I'll let it play. But until then, no. I'm not going to treat this like a Black Swan event. Okay. So there's expansion to the downside. So our trend is still looking for more downside. But we can see with this doji, even on the 3 day, something's happening here. So this 3 day has been putting in a whole bunch of signals. 3 day really wants to mean revert here. What we can see is there's still contraction and positively correlated. So that's dragged to the downside. There's a mean reversion point here, right? Starting to come into effect. I'll be looking at this time frame, this reverse wave trend in this region here, considering we're stuck between VRE levels at the current moment. Okay, 2 day. 2 day was saying pump yesterday. Now this is where I don't use silly time frames. Okay, contraction, positively correlated, trend is decaying. You got caught out yesterday if you're trading the 2 day. Okay, so 24 hour, so 2 day, 3 day, also they stuck in this region. So 24 hour, this is about the only hopium you got. This is about the only hopium you got. If this candle closes above 3245, you'll see this mean revert to the upside, and then you'll see Tuesday become very bullish. This started 4 in a row. To me, that tells me this phase is over on the daily, so I'll be waiting for a contraction. And with that contraction and volatility, it will definitely help set this thing mean revert to the upside from here. Okay, so yeah, close above your JMA on your 24 hour, one candle, next candle, open and close above it, and then you can look for continuation up into your weekly mean, monthly mean. This is quite cool. This is sort of like now spotting limits. Okay, so we can see the 24 hours on our limits. Let's go see who's starting to mean revert, considering we've had big bullish dump to the downside. Let's go see who's trying to start to mean revert, contraction, positive correlate. This is just looking like it's dragging out, but I think a lot of this move is already played out. 2 hours after daily open. Okay, so 6 hours. So what I'm thinking here is this is the initial pullback for the 21 day. So I ain't even stressed. Okay, so here we go. You see the line turn green just above my head over here. This line turns green. Now you want 2 candle closes above that. So if that closes there, Your 6 hour will definitely look for mean reversion to the upside. The first thing that stops a 6 hour from mean reversion to the upside is 3248. Scalp that guy, and that's gonna set this back into denied mean reversion and carry on down. That's what denied mean reversion looks like, is this denied mean reversion and down. Okay, if you guys can hang on for a bit, we will go throw up a whole bunch more other cool tools. Okay, so 3 hours pulling through. I want to see my reverse wave trend in this region. Throw it up, throw it up. It's on. It takes a little bit long to load at the current moment. My internet is a bit wrecked. Blue flash off, negative returns are coming back, but this is a small doji, so it'll be easy to flip that to hit a 1 standard deviation pull, 3247. Let's go look at a 90 minute. So this is a bit of a bottoming area here, just for the current moment, opening up in the weekly. It looks like these signals are coming on strong. If this chart could load today, that would be beautiful. So we're above our JMA, 2 candle closes above the JMA, look for continuation, contraction. Contraction and volatility was negatively correlated. That's a float up, which supports our 90-minute mean reversion point. This is our reverse wave trend. So by the next print, it should print here, 3264. Look for scalps in this region. Let's go start looking for some downside targets and support for when we fail any of these VRE levels. Returns are starting to increase. We've had our flashes. Confused. So 45 minute needs a little bit more resolution. Mean reversion to the upside. We're still in our negative trend over here, but we've closed above our JMA. So we're looking for a little pullback from here. VRE levels off. This is a previous weekly VRE level that we came in, and we've pretty much just been basing ourselves off of for now. Safety point is daily mean. We have weekly mean, new weekly mean printed, and a new monthly mean gonna be printing shortly. But our new weekly mean is above here, which is currently lower than our previously weekly mean. So you can look for any price action in these regions when we get here. Scalp, buy, look for continuation. Okay, so we can come up, scalp, buy, look for continuation. Come up, scalp, scalp, buy, look for continuation, right? If we usually hit this daily mean on the way down, this is not good for XRP. Then your higher term time frames are definitely going to kick in bearish. And then, yeah, you're going to get some cheap coins, guys. But from here, we're looking to rip out of this region. I'd say this is pitched and nice. Just for intraday. This one's very intraday. I don't think this is going to have a lifespan of more than 6 hours, this video. Expansion to the downside. That's mean reverting to the upside. Returns there, flipping up. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. 30 minute, 15 minutes. Come on. $15 minutes. There we go. Okay. So I'll end the stream off here. Close above. Literally, we'll do this. Horizontal. Close above. And you win. Okay. Close below. And you lose. Alright. Just to show you how good this math is. I could sit here for another 5 minutes because it's a 15 minute. You'll see it come up, hit here. Next one's going to print in the mean. We're going to get some flashes. And then from there, we're going to randomly distribute out of here. So if you want to look for more bullish continuation, 3218, 90 minute close above there, push on through. More continuation to the downside. 32, we drop this one, seeing as that come down. 3214, close 1 or 2 candles, 90 minute candles below here. Boom. I hope you guys have a good day further.